Are you participating in this conversation? Because this was hectic, guys. Now let me turn the music down because I don't want to get copyrighted. Huh? We're gonna get banned?
I said you gonna get mad.
Get what?
You gonna get mad.
Get mad? Why?
Mad.
Because what? No, it ain't about getting mad. It's about you. Who is y'all? And secondly, I don't know why you feel like you invincible. Like I feel like you live in a fairy tale. Like it's just rainbows and clouds and fucking golden roads and like, no, for real, you laughing, but I'm so serious. Like, I feel like you naive to the reality of what's really happening in today's society. Like, you don't watch TV. Like, you don't. Every time I ask you, like, oh, have you seen this happen? What do you say? Oh, that kind of stuff don't come to my news feeds, right? Mm-hmm. But you watching stuff that don't have nothing to do with reality. The reality is the world is against black men. It just is what it is. And you, my friend, my son, are a black man. It just is what it is. All right, look. Hey, Bridget, how y'all doing? Hey, Bud Fowles, welcome in. So
being scared don't mean no.
It don't have nothing to be. It ain't about being scared. It's about being cautious of your surroundings. It's about being aware and not bringing unnecessary attention just because you feel like you could do what you want to do. Sometimes, I mean, I feel like that's gonna cause you more trouble in life because you feel like, oh, I'm untouchable. Like, oh, that ain't gonna happen to me. How many people done got shot and killed and probably thought, oh, that would never happen to me? So I just, as a mom, I be wanting you, just to be a little more aware of what's going on and be in touch and in tune with reality. Like, you act like you don't see gang banging. You act like you don't see, people getting killed by the cops. You understand? So when people are talking to you, it's just like it go in one ear and out the other. But look, let's have this conversation, all right? So, all right, yesterday, all right, look, let me tell y'all. Yesterday was so hectic. I was just driving and minding my business, okay?
And then the police.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have my seatbelt on like I ain't got it on right now. But, look.
The police.
All right, Taylor, let me tell the story. Hold on, because Taylor sound traumatized too, child. She just keeps saying the police. But look, listen. So, we driving, and I'm like literally about to pull home. Like, we like about to hit the corner and pull into the house.
I looked behind
and
I saw police.
You looked behind you, you saw the police. Okay, cool. So I'm driving, we minding our business. I'm eating on an ice cream sandwich or whatever. And Rashad, he had this red hat on. And I ain't gonna lie, the first time I seen this boy wear the hat, I didn't really think too much of it. I tried not to nitpick so much because I get tired of talking. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely get tired of talking. The boy is 18 now, so I try to give him a little flexibility and a little room to be a man. All right. But anyhow, back to the story. So we driving, the boy got the red hat on. The police is coming the opposite direction. So they coming this way while we going that way. And they look inside the car. Now I'm eating my ice cream sandwich, minding my business. I make eye contact with them. I tell Rashad, they about to pull us over. Rashad say, oh, Mom, you tripping. Now, I've been here on this earth 37 years. I done got pulled over by the police a plethora of times. I know when the police is about to mess with you. Trust me, okay? I done ran from all kind of stuff, okay? So, the police go and bust a turn. Now, look, they couldn't just bust a U-turn because it was traffic. They put energy into coming for us, okay? So they turn into the parking lot, back up, and then they come. By this time, we on our street, right? And I'm thinking like, I'm telling Rashad like they gonna come watch. So we pull in our driveway. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we in the driveway. They gonna keep driving by because I seen them come on our street, right? I tell Rashad, because he don't believe me. He look in the back window. I'm like, watch, they gonna drive by. They don't drive by, nigga. They pull in the yard. That's how determined they were to come get us, okay? So we pull in the yard or whatever, and I park, and I'm still eating my ice cream sandwich. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like waiting for them to get out the car, because I'm like, what are they gonna do? Like, what are we doing here? So I turn the car off, and I get out the car. So as I get out the car, they jump out the car, which I already knew. So I'm like, I got out with caution because I didn't want to try to alarm them. And I'm eating my ice cream sandwich and stuff like that, and I didn't want them to think nothing crazy because, they quick to pull their pistol and start shooting. So they say, oh, we pulled you over. First off, y'all didn't pull me over. Y'all came in my backyard to mess with me. But they say, oh, we stopped you. Well, we coming because your registration is expired. I was like, no, it's not. But let's take a pause right there. How would you have known the tags are not current had you been going that way and I'm going this way? You didn't notice that until you pulled in this backyard and seen my license plate. So I say, no, they're not expired. He says, well, do you live here? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, the car is registered to Wooty Woo. I said, yeah, Wooty Woo Woo Woo. I say my old address. And so I'm like, well, you want me to give you the registration? He like, yeah. So I see the other cop walking to the side where my son is. And I'm like, hey, that's my son. I'm like, Rashad, don't move. Because, did I not say that? Look at him. He's shaking his head because, see, he is naive. I'm telling him, because you ain't knowing that if you make one wrong move, they going to pull a gun out on you. Like, he ain't never had no gun pulled out on him or been harassed by the police yet. So he don't know.
No intentions of moving. I'm sitting here on my phone.
You might not have had no intention on moving, but I didn't know that. And just to be sure that we were both on the same page, I said, Rashad, don't move. Because I seen the police approaching his side. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the comments. I'm driving and I'm talking. I'm trying to stay focused. So Rashad don't move. Then I had to tell them, like, hey, my baby is in the back seat because my windows are tinted. And I didn't want, Taylor is in the back seat trying to see what's going on. My mind just be going everywhere. I'm like, hey, I got a baby in the back. She moving around. Just an FYI. So I hand the man my registration. He looks at it. He says, oh, okay, I don't know why it hasn't updated in our system yet. Is what he say. Okay, have a good day. So I say, you want to see the insurance too? Like now I'm being facetious. So he like, nah, you all right like that. And so they walking back to their car and they smiling and shit. And stuff. I said I was gonna stop cursing. So they walking back to the car and they smiling because they thought they had something. They thought, I don't know what they thought they was about to do. I don't know. But they was just like, and so I said, yeah, I knew y'all was gonna pull me over. Like, I knew it. And then the guy was like getting in the car. He was like, yeah, your mama's senses were right. Right? Or I said something like, I told my son y'all was gonna pull us over. Something like that I said. And so he was like, yeah, your mama's senses was right. So they get in the car and they start backing up. My baby started going crazy in the back seat because she wanted to say hi to the police. So I'm like, okay, cool. I go back to, they almost out the driveway. I'm like, hey, come back up in here. Since y'all ain't got nothing better to do than sit there and try to harass people because you low-key, you profiling. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. You're right. No, absolutely. I'm not going to get ignorant with the police, but I'm telling factual events. I'm in my mind, I'm saying, because he said I didn't say it. He's right. I'm never going to be confrontational with the police, ever, okay? Because one, I'm a law-abiding citizen. And so, I ain't did nothing wrong, so, but anyway, so look, I tell them, hey, come back. So when they come back, or whatever. I'm like, my daughter want to say something. So Taylor get out the car. She run up to the police car. Hey, hey. They ask her what's her name or whatever, and yeah, they ask her what's her name, and they give her a sticker and all this good stuff, whatever. So then they like, all right, I'm like, thanks for coming back, deuces. So they gone about their business or whatever, and I'm telling my son, like, man, they put us over because of that red hat. Like, because I'm telling you, they had no reason to pull us over. It wasn't like they was trailing us and they was like, oh, they tags are expired. Let's get them. Well, one, the DMV won't give me the DMV won't give me the tags because they had a recall on my car, and I gotta go and get something fixed, and so they gave me some moving permit or whatever. And so, that's why the tags are not updated at this current moment. And so, when I showed it to him, that's why he was like, oh, okay, my bad. But like I said, it wasn't like they was trailing us. They was coming the opposite direction. They seen us, they racial profile. They seen he had that red hat on, which it stood out. And then they was like, boom, they running from us. They trying to evade us. Cause all right. So yeah. So then I tell my son, I say, yeah, they pulled us over because of that red hat. He like, and he like, why you was telling me don't move? You're too overprotective. And I was about to say, boy, I'm not overprotective. Then I was like, you know what? I am overprotective. You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen a homeboy get gunned down by the police. Now, granted, he was running from the police. It was a different circumstances, but still, we all have seen all across the world where there have been stories that have hit the headlines, and I'm pretty sure there are stories accidentally shooting innocent people because they trigger happy and scared. Okay, wait, let me read some of these comments. They doing all that for nothing. Facts. Woo. Truth is, how you doing? Whoa, that shit sounds so familiar. That's the way I reacted when I had my niece with me. My niece was in the back seat and I was spazzing on the cop. She took her seatbelt off to hug me, and I snapped on her not to ever do that. And he asked why I was yelling at her. I said, cause y'all don't play fair. Nah, but still, if someone is running, that don't mean shoot. No, definitely no. I listen. Definitely, I don't believe that they had to shoot. My homeboy, like I said, he was running from the police. He tried to jump a wall, and I think they got mad because he was about, and because they was tired of running. That's how I look at it. They were tired of chasing him. They didn't want him to get away, and so they shot at him. He never turned around, pointed nothing at him. They tried to do all of that, but I still don't even think they got judged for that boy. But I didn't say all that to say, like, I'm one wrong move. And it's so unfortunate that we have to, as black people, because they ain't doing that to the white folks, man. Like, they walking up to the white people all friendly. Hey, how's it going? Can I see your license and registration? Like, nigga, they come out on the black people. They ready to pull the trigger, and you ain't even did nothing. Like the approach is it's different, and it's so unfortunate. And my son it's so disheartening to me because he just acts so oblivious or so naive to reality. Like as if he don't know that these things are happening to us. And it's like you sit there and you tell. I'm happy he got out of the car because he'll probably be having an attitude right now. But it's like you sit there and you tell him, what's right, and it's like, yeah, I'm on video, and he think like, oh, like he's untouchable, or he. Hold on, Taylor. Like he just like can't nobody touch him. And I pray that God just keep his hands over that boy, because I can't be everywhere at everywhere at one time. I'm not God, and as a mom, I'm gonna have to learn to let go and let God. And I think, I was telling I was telling my friends this yesterday, you know, because when they called me on FaceTime, I was like, man, this parenting issue is hard. They was like, one of them said, you just now realizing that after 18 years? I said, listen, them 18 years was a walk in the park compared to right now. Like, nobody could have prepared. Even my mama said this, like, because I told her, I'm like, now I'm more fearful than ever. Nobody could have prepared me for this feeling that I have, knowing that I have a black son that's going out into the world and having to learn how to fend for himself, having to learn how to navigate life, and make his own decisions, and praying that some of the things that I instilled into him, you know, those seeds that have been sown, that they catch root and they grow. Because, man, I mean, nobody could have prepared me for this fear. I've never been scared of anything too much in my life, but this, yeah, like, and yesterday was definitely, you know, I wish it would have been a wake up call for him, but he still don't even see it. He still don't see it. Then look. He say, Ma, this was 2 days ago, can I go bowling with my friends? And I'm like, yeah, I had took his friend for his birthday, and the little boy was real respectful, like he was a good kid in my presence. But you know me, I listen, if I want to see something, I'ma find it. So, that, unfortunately, social media, it gives you so much access to the truth out there. And if you really want to know the truth, trust me, it ain't that hard. It's at the click of a button. Okay? Remember, if didn't nobody ever tell you that, Ebony told you. But anyhow, so, I go look on the little boy Instagram or whatever. His page is open. Boom. I'm looking at his stories. I'm like, God, dog, he's smoking weed. He's sipping lean. The little boy drives. And I knew he drove because Rashad told me he drove. But it was videos of him and his friends in the car. And I mean, they was pushing the car to the limit. And I just was like, Jesus. Like, that is another fear of mine. Like, because everybody like, oh, your son don't drive. Oh, he's supposed to been learning how to drive. I am so scared for my son to go and get behind the wheel and I'm not around. Like, these kids treat cars like toys, like as if their safety is not at risk, other people's safety is not at risk. Like, it's like they just do not care nowadays, and so when I seen that, I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't want to tell the boy, no, you can't go, because I don't want to be that mom. Like, and he's 18, so I'm trying to, like, give him a little room to be him, So I tell him, like, well, you could go, but if the little boy is driving, you can't go. It is what it is. Like, I don't feel comfortable allowing you to get into a car with this kid, and he drives like that, So I drop him off to the kid house or whatever, and so he dropped him off at like 6:30. They were supposed to go at 7, and this was a school night. So he texts me around 9 something, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Ma, we made it." And I was like, "Y'all just made it at 9:30?" He was like, "Well, we just got settled." And he sent me a picture of the the bowling alley screen of the score. And so it gave me a flashback. It kind of triggered me, because that's what my ex used to do when he would try to prove that he was somewhere, like, oh, I'm still at work, and he would send me pictures of the work computer and all this crazy stuff, right? And I was like, I ain't trying to be that. Like, I don't want to be trying to micromanage. I don't want to do all that. So I just hit him up and was like, hey, let me know when you're on your way home. And he texted me. He said, Mom, we on our way. And he called me when he got home. Boom, I let him in the house or whatever, and I went back to sleep. But child, this raised, I wasn't ready for this, you know. Now I give it to my mama, man, because I remember the first day. I got my car at like 17, and because I graduated high school from 17, so I never forget the first night I spent the night out and didn't come home. I was scared to go home the next day, child. Woo! I was scared, and so I couldn't imagine how much I made my mom worry, and I just feel like now, and I was a girl, so I don't know if it was different or what, but my worry is his safety. I really be worried about his safety as a mom. All right, let's look at these comments. My bad. I'm just going off on a tangent.
Going on, boss? Got this phone.
And you breaking up. Here's a story about my homeboy. So he ran through a house, and it is a young kid too, man. He ran through the house, and the police was chasing behind him. You can see the body camera or whatever. And my homeboy jumped over a brick wall. When he jumped over a brick wall, the police started letting off boop, 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 boop. And I feel like it was because they didn't want to hop the fence. They got tired, and they didn't want him to get away. Because once he hit that wall, they probably was like, oh, he gone or whatever. But the boy never turned around. He never pointed nothing at them. Like, he was just trying to get away. But, yeah, they shot at him, and he died. Young kid, too. And I was saying, I don't even think they got in trouble. Like, yeah. It's just so unfortunate. Right. Truth is, I thought they're supposed to only shoot in fear of their life. It's obvious if someone is running, they are not a threat. Fact. We ain't hear what you said about your homeboy. Did he live? No, he died. Happy you guys are okay. I can't imagine what you was going through at that moment. God cover you. He will never leave you or forsake you. They are strong. Bridget, exactly. How you shooting at someone running from you versus running towards you? Facts. It's crazy, true. Shake my head, but a good lawyer will eat that up in court. Miss D, hey, how you doing? Hey, girl, you speaking facts, going through it with my grandkids. Amen, girl. It's different time for these kids. Yes, it is. Thank you. Hit the like, y'all. Bridget, that's what I wanted.
Wait.
Hold on, Taylor. I'm gonna let you show them. Bridget, that is what I wanted to ask. How? Like, that's an easy lawsuit, especially if he was injured. I know where I live at. They not allowed to shoot you in the back or chase you if you driving erratically. Facts. We didn't play that. It's a different era. I was the same way with my kids, and now my grandkids. Wow, I'm sorry. Yeah, he passed. And the Black Lives Matter, they came and got involved and did marches and, made the shirts justice for him. And yeah, they were trying to say he had a gun on him. They was trying to say he had a gun, but it's evident, when he hopped that fence, he didn't point nothing at them. He hopped the fence to get away, and they just let off. And I mean, yeah, and so, like I said, and he was about that life. He was a gang banger. He was, but my son, he ain't about that life. And he I don't know what he think. I don't know if he think he exempt. Dang, I ain't seen nobody use a club in forever. This lady just put a club on her steering wheel, y'all. Wait a minute. People still put clubs on their steering wheel. This was a good slide, Truth. Thank you, Truth is. Listen, yeah, no facts, and this is real life, man. That's a story time, man. I was just so grateful that everything was up to par. Because can you imagine if my car really wasn't registered? Like, they probably would have had a field day with me. They probably would have threw my baby in the back seat. They probably would have tried to do all kind of stuff. They probably would have tried to take my car, everything, because they just was ready for some BS. They was ready. They was definitely ready. Um, they was definitely ready. Dang, it was taking so long. We headed to the fair, y'all. Do y'all have a fair? Exactly, hoping and praying for our kids. Man, I'm definitely praying for our kids because we are living in some perilous times. And then let me tell y'all why today. Cause so I told them, moving forward, you can't wear no hats in my car. This is what I told them. I told them, when you not around me, when you doing you, hey, if that's your decision, if you comfortable with doing that, then so be it. But when you in my car, I don't want all that attention. You get what I'm saying? Because on top of that, we live in the hood, and it's not our hood. I don't know these people. We just moved over here a year ago. So I don't even know what hood this is. You get what I'm saying? But I don't need nobody targeting my car because they see a red hat. So I tell him, like, hey, you wear that when you on your own. So let me tell y'all, why did he come to the car with the red hat today? And I'm like, what are you doing? He was like, oh, I'm gonna wear it when we get out of the car. No, sir. No, you're not. Like, I said, when you're not around me. I'm telling y'all, this shit is crazy. Y'all pray for me, please. Please pray for me. Please pray for me. Because,
Now can I show them?
thank you.
Now
Yeah.
can I show them?
Where my change at?
Mommy.
Look, we're going to the fair. I had to come get some
Now
cheap.
can I show
They
them?
they selling the tickets cheaper at this grocery
Now
store.
can I show
Go
them?
ahead, show. Huh?
$9 cheaper.
$9 cheaper. Hey, that's $9 on a meal.
This is my first wallpaper. This is my first one.
Do me a favor, Rashad. Buckle her in real quick.
This is my second wallpaper, and this is my first one.
All right, cool. It's about to be a long ride, y'all. I'm about to put my music on.
I just don't want to go to the pool.
You don't want to go?
I just don't want to go.
You don't want to go, so you want me to drop you off?
No.
Well, we going to the fair. Wait. So we going to the fair. Do you want me to drop you off? Do you want to go? You want to get dropped off? Okay, then calm down. I don't even have nowhere to drop her to. I'm capping.
Drama queen.
Yeah, you are a drama queen.
You want some cheesecake? They gonna have it there.
Don't tell her that, because if they ain't got no cheesecake, I don't want to have to hear her hollering and screaming. Please don't tell her that. It might be some cheesecake. How about that? I'm definitely going to keep you and your kids in prayer. Let's pray for each other. Yes. What the song say? I pray for you, you pray for me, and watch God change. My ex wears hats. He got a two-door like you, no lie. Yes, baby, with dark tint. And they pulled him over and just knew they had a drug dealer whole time. His 6-year-old in the backseat coloring. My God, today. Gave him a warning. That's the tent was too dark and let him go. Oh, that the tent was too dark. Yeah, they didn't say nothing about my tent. My tent is dark, but it's like one after the illegal. Like,
You mean one before the illegal?
no, these are illegal tents. Or I know I'm not supposed to have these on the front.
You're cool on the front. If you have the back in the front, that's when they'll get you.
But the back one is darker than the front,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. If you had the back one the same as the front, that's why they get you. But you can see yours.
If I had the front ones the same as the back, they'd get me. Because the back are darker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All right, so look, wait, before I leave, they be so ready for nothing. So let's hear your side of the story. Come on.
What?
How did you feel about what happened yesterday?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't care. Like,
You didn't care. So let's just say your mama registration was expired and they threw your ass out the car. Then how would you have felt?
I mean,
Would you have been resistant? Because now you say you got anger issues. So let's just say the police pull you over and they messing with you, even though you legit, even though you got the insurance and the driver's license and everything, and they still picking with you. Are you gonna catch an attitude and start acting crazy with the police?
no.
So why did you say I was being overprotective when I told you to don't move?
Because I already wasn't gonna move, so it was like,
So you already knew not to move. I just had to make sure because I didn't know because you ain't never been in no situation like that. He done been around the block, y'all. He think this. Hey, my baby. Ooh, child, he got a lot to learn, y'all. What they say, a hard head. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. But I'm about to get on. Auntie is calling, so I'm about to get up out of here. I'll definitely come back live when I'm at the fair, guys. I hope y'all have an amazing Saturday. It's a 3-day weekend. Enjoy it. Shout out to y'all, all right?